Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, people, and the way that I do it is that I help people to understand that what they consider to be their soul is the spirit of God. Therefore, God lives inside of you. All you have to do, people, is take possession of that, just like you're doing anything else on your body. You have a soul, it's your soul. Therefore, you are God, people. Also, I am helping create financial freedom for billions of people across this world. That is one of my mandate, people, and I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to never give up on yourself, man. You know, as I look across the world, mostly here though, because I'm here in the US, and you know, I see all these protests, I see all these craziness, like government being shut down, people are out of work, furlough, whatever you want to call it. And you know, this hit home close to home because a lot of the people that I know, a lot of people I know are government workers, you know, who are forced to stay home right now. Some of these people have already lost their jobs earlier this year. And you know, it's like it's very unpredictable of what the future holds, you know. And you know, I saw something very disturbing last night as I was going through my For You page. I just realized that like all the heads of a lot of these different military organizations have been fired, you know. I don't know exactly what to come for here, people, or anywhere for that matter. But what I want you to do in the midst of this craziness, because obviously there's protests is happening all over this country. It's happening all over the world in different places, mostly in quote-unquote first world countries, like England, France, Italy. But again, I could speak for here because I'm here. And even a lot of this have been suppressed here, but you know, occasionally here and there I get to see some of the imagery. And I just want to encourage people today, people, on this Friday, to never lose hope. Not only do you never lose hope, people, is that you choose to always believe in yourself, man. I want you to never give up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because even though tough times, you may experience them, you may experience a lot of uncertainty in your life, but just realize and know, people, that there's a new world that's being created right now. And this new world, you know, is, and it's like sometimes, man, it's like, I hate to say it like this, but it's like what I feel like is happening is that God is getting rid of the old systems, the matrix is what we've been calling it. That's the most common terminology that we use. But all these structures and systems, these man-made propagandas and stuff that's been in place, it's all disintegrating, man. Because what God is doing is he's using his chosen people to create this new world, which is indeed bringing heaven, or creating heaven, I should say, on earth. So that way you can experience all the blessings, which really is more emotions than anything. Like the blessings from God, people, which honestly is what I consider to be successful, is anybody that can really feel these emotions genuinely, then believe me when I tell you, you are already successful. I don't care if you're homeless, you're successful. If you have genuine peace, if you have genuine happiness, if you have favor and blessings that's up on your life, you know. And the way I distinguish the two between favor and blessing is that favor is opportunities that come your way that you could never have created by yourself. That is indeed divine favor from God, man. And the way I look at blessings is that blessings come through you, man. Is that the things for you to be a blessing, it's like anything that you touch, it turns to gold, you know. And of course, God's protection. People, you have those things in your life, consider yourself extremely blessed. There's people that have, the change of mentality is to change the mentality that monetary is what success is. Because there's multi-billionaires that commit suicide because their life is miserable. You know what I'm saying? And you have people who have next to nothing, but they have these true wealth, is what I consider these, because the blessings from God, people, really and truly is true wealth to me. Anyways, I speak for myself. Is all the riches and wealth is that right there? Because if you have that, then everything will become a byproduct because of these emotions that you're feeling, and these sense of peace and joy and happiness and love. Forgot about that. That's most important. Genuine love that you feel and compassion that you have for people, and it's reciprocated through God. As you speak to people's soul, it's genuinely reciprocated in most cases, I should say. Now, I say all this again, people, because again, remember the topic is to never give up on yourself, man. I don't care how hopeless things may seem. As we get rid of this matrix, the matrix is that you have to keep on pushing forward, no matter how distorted your reality may seem, no matter how hopeless things may seem. What I realize, people, is that as you keep taking one step in front of the other and you keep on moving forward, is not only does everything work itself out, but it's intentional, people. It's purposeful. God is purposefully having you do that, bringing you to the brink of collapse sometime, because that's how you shatter the matrix. That's how, if the more people we get to wake up from the matrix, is the more we get to experience heaven on earth, man. Because instead of just me or the collective right now that God is using to change this world, is that we are continuously on a daily basis. As you come back and watch my videos, man, is that it's awakening the giant in you, people. I'm speaking to your soul every day. And not only will you start feel these gifts from God, the emotions I express to you, but you start to realize the freedom that comes with that. Freedom that no man can ever take from you. See, what God have for you, man, no man can take that from you. Who God bless, no man can curse, man. You know? And believe me when I tell you, is that when you have God's protection over your life, no harm, no ailment, no nothing can become of you, man, because you're God's chosen vessel. And in my opinion, everybody is called. You just have to choose to believe what I'm telling you, people, that the Spirit of God lives inside of you. That is all it takes to be mentally free. You know what I'm saying? That's what it takes for God to be able to use you, is that you can't just say, I believe that, though. You got to genuinely believe what I'm telling you, people. And that's when God released that power in you, man. But you have so much power in you, people. That's why I never want you to give up, man. I want you to get to the point where you actually get to the point where you realize how powerful you are, people. You really are powerful, man, you know? The same gift that I have, you have it also. We all got different purposes. I'm here again to lead this new world, to lead this collective. I already defined and told you, I am what you call the second coming of Christ, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Different religions call me different things. But you also is being called for God's purpose in your life. And the first step in doing that, though, is that you must choose to believe, people, that the Spirit of God lives inside of you. Your soul is the Spirit of God. And if you don't think so, then what the hell is it? Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it is, people. Please, I'm begging you, choose to believe that for yourself, man. Why would you not choose to believe something that can benefit you? You believe everything that don't benefit you. Why won't you switch that phase, that frame of mind, and choose to believe that God lives inside of you, people? You know, I want you to believe that, man, because I know that that's where all your power lies. And I want you to be powerful, not powerless. I want you to be able to take the reins of your life, people, and be able to control your destiny and move forward according to God's purpose for your life. To live a purposeful life, people, you know, not getting caught up in the roles of this 3D world, man. That's why it's very important too to know the distinction between your roles and your purpose. Your roles is the means to an end. A job pays your bills, even as a business owner. It's a means to an end. It pays your bills, maintain, you know, the level of comfort that you have, if that's what, you know, whatever that is. But your purpose is divine, people, and that's everlasting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want you to not give up on yourself, people. I understand times are challenging for a lot of people. There's a lot of people that I know is homeless right now, living in out their cars, man, and just really, and it's been like that for a long time, to where that becomes your normal. But that is not what God have destined for you, people. That is not what the Spirit of God inside of you wants you to experience, man. And I'm telling you, I want you to never give up, number one, and choose to believe that God lives inside of you. I'm going to end it there, man. Shout out to my co-creators, man, of Heaven and Earth International. Obviously, people, this is where indeed we are creating the new world, which is heaven on this earth. I mean, think about that for a second, people. We, keyword we, people that nobody expect anything from, we are the meek of this earth, and we are indeed creating heaven on this beautiful earth, man. We have the authority from God to do this, people, and nobody can stop what God is destined to happen. You see what I'm saying? We are doing this, man. We understand that energy is everything, and everything is energy. And what we are intentionally doing is energetically instilling positivity in this world. We are instilling nothing but love, compassion, inspiration. All these things, we are instilling these in people and in this world. We are indeed, people, creating heaven on earth, man. Here's the requirements, though, for you to be a part of this collective. Listen, people, as you can see, I'm not interested in just having people follow my page. I don't care how many people view my videos, man. Let me tell you something. This is the requirement if you really want to be a part of this collective. And if you follow me and you're not really doing the assignment, to tell you the truth, I don't want you to waste your time. You can unfollow me if you want. Only people I want here, man, is this. The people, number one, these are the requirements to be a part of this collective, which is the people that are really creating heaven on earth. You must choose to believe that the Spirit of God lives inside of your people. That is the number one requirement, because until you do that, God cannot use you. That's number one. Number two is that you must follow my pages and watch my videos. The answer to that is yes. Watch my videos and follow my pages. As you do that, people, what you're doing is that you're energetically sinking to my frequency. And as you sink to my frequency and I receive all these blessings and favors and download, is that we get to share in that energy, people, that God is, expressing through me. We get to share in that together. Also, number three, people, is that you must speak your truth, man. What I'm realizing in this new world is that a lot of us are becoming content creator. I would never thought of myself as a content creator, but you know what? Hey, that's why I'm becoming that. I am that. You know what I mean? I'm choosing that because I'm realizing that this is a great way for me to spread God's message to this world, and you be able to spread your version of your message that God have given you to the world also, as you speak your truth, man. As you speak your truth, see, realize again that in this new world that we are creating, because this is the new world, people, heaven on earth. I'm just leading the charge here, but we are creating this together. Is that the new currency is authenticity. So all you have to do, people, is grab your phone, do a video where you speak what God lays on your heart and share it, man. And as you share it, believe me when I tell you, people's breakthroughs are tied directly to watching your videos. Thank God for technology. It's create the infrastructure for us. Let's utilize it, man. We are all content creator, people. And that's how, what I'm realizing as we expand in this new world that we're creating, as we continue to spread out our truth, that's how we get paid to exist, people. We get paid to exist and enjoy the fruits of life. And our time will be spent on creating this new world versus doing things for this 3D world, whether it's jobs, anything that tethers you and don't allow you to be free, especially mentally free, to be able to create the new world, then it's not productive to God's purpose. And we're going to shed those things out of our lives, people, and we do indeed get paid to exist. Believe me when I tell you that. And as time goes by, of course, we'll create businesses that create opportunities. We'll form partnerships. We'll do all kinds of things, people, for those that are part of this collective, man. But again, you must follow those three requirements. Anyways, man, shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. It's like what I would like to see is I want for all these black nations, man, to really realize that we are the source of the greatest prosperity period in the history of this world. We are creating that. God have divinely put codes in us, man, genius codes, to where we'll be able to create in this new heaven and earth that we are creating, people. And I want us to basically foster and do things that will help to create that. Number one, when it comes to government, I do believe in governments, people. I think that it create law and order, and it's very organized for some place. I do believe that they have the potential to be organized. I do believe that we can fight corruption. That's one of the things we'll always have to fight in African and Caribbean nations. We need to eradicate that. And the way you do that is by making sure that whatever you're doing is very transparent. The people is your greatest asset. They are really, at the end of the day, the rulers of your countries. They need to know what's going on. They need to be able to see at a glance anything that we're working on, what stage are we with it. And if you haven't created yet, we'll create those with times. You know, where we have, for any projects that's going on, they should know who's involved, what companies are we using, what are the terms, all those things. They need to know because they own those countries, not the governments that run it. You know what I'm saying? The governments are just stewards that manage the people's affairs. Like, get that. That's all their roles are. You know what I'm saying? But the people at the end of the day are the real owners here, and the people that are the greatest asset. So we'll continue, and I'll keep highlighting things as I see them as time goes by. But I definitely want the countries of this world to really clean up their affairs, man. I want the African countries and Caribbean countries to clean up your affairs, man. Find ways to create anti-corruptions, you know, especially for your natural resources. That's where greed normally creeps in, and the fat cats normally scrape off as much as possible and leave the leftovers for the people. We're going to make sure that all the natural resources of these countries are invested in manners that trickle down, that goes directly to the people. By investing heavily in education of the future, not just right now, for the new world we are creating, the new industries, for manufacturing, for all these different things, infrastructure. Like, that's where the money will go, people. We're going to intentionally highlight the countries that are doing it, and the ones that ain't doing it, I will put them on blast for countries that are greedy and stealing from the people, man, because that's what it is if you're not investing the money in manner to benefit the people. Anyways, keep those stuff in mind, people. My declarations over y'all lives, number one, is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. And one thing that I'm declaring right now, and I'm adding to this, and I'll declare it every day, is that you get paid to exist. You know, if we are the greatest asset, why are we not getting paid to exist? Any and everybody, why not? Now, what does that look like? I don't know, but hey, dang it, we could figure this out. You know, you get paid to exist, people. I start declaring that every day over your lives, man. Maybe in the intro, I don't know exactly where, but I'm gonna put it in there somewhere. I'm gonna restructure this thing. But anyways, people, my prayer for you today, man, is that, you know, you really realize the power you have, man, and realize that you're truly blessed out here. Really realize that you are God, people, because until you come to that realization, you will always be in bondage and you will always be tethered to the matrix. Free yourself, man. Have a good day. We'll talk tomorrow.